Hey everyone, Wacky here. Welcome you for finals for SDS. I can't believe I made it to finals with this team in a high division full of people that are a lot better than me, honestly. Um, but we made it. We're up against DJ today, who has Mew, Volcanion, Spectre, Celesteela, Diancie, Blissey, and in the back, I mean, honestly, I don't remember anything he had in the back. I think he had Mega Altaria. That's all I can remember. um, Unfortunately for him, I know he didn't have a ground type, so when I saw the matchup, I figured Helios could kind of went in. Um, Not really Specs in a sense, although Specs would have been pretty good. Um, I went more for like the Glare, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Dark Pulse set with the magnets, so um, I could kind of like revenge Celesteela if I needed to, um, and not activate its weakness policy or like whatever it wants to run. Um, and then we got Vaporeon with Scald, Wish, Haze, and Toxic? It's like Taunt, Wish, Haze, Heal Bell. And then Deoxys is, I believe, Nightshade, Recover, Taunt, Spikes. Um, Hydreigon is... God, why don't I remember any of my sets? I think Hydreigon is Life Orb with Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, Draco, and Roost. Scizor is Bullet Punch, Superpower. Oh no, it was I think U-turn, Superpower, U-turn. I don't know, Roost, Defog or something, and then Torn was I think Knock, U-turn, Hurricane, Superpower. I don't remember, something like that. Uh, I apologize, I don't remember my pace at all. This match happened like 4 days ago, and I kind of forgot to record it because obviously the outcome of finals you're going to be distracted. Um, so let's just get into it. I think starting off, I figured since obviously he has no ground type and the only thing that's going to wall Heliolisk is Blissey, so I figured why not just lead Heliolisk. As I lead Heliolisk, he leads Spectre, and I decided to Volt Switch out because I have a pretty decent counter to Spectre, but he actually goes for Hyper Beam, which kind of just kills me. Fortunately, though, it puts him in range of Dark Pulse from Heliolisk, and because he has to recharge, he can't really switch out. So, I mean, Hydreigon did its job. It made Spectre like death water for him, so I can Dark Pulse and kill him, and that is that. He actually goes Diancie for some reason. I actually don't know why. Maybe he thought I was like... No, there's no way he thought I was Specs. I'm pretty sure he probably figured out I was like Magnet or Modest or something. So it actually goes for the Calm Mind, which I end up taunting as he tries to Calm Mind again. So I go Deoxys and I Nightshade, and for whatever reason, this was kind of a throw, because I could have just Nightshaded again, honestly. But he actually goes for the Fire Blast, which did a lot more to Vaporeon than it should have. He goes for the Sunny Days. I go for Wish. I thought he was gonna switch out, expecting like Toxic, but like, he turns out to be Sunny Day, Flame Charge, Fire Blast, and I think Solar Beam, which was really scary because that really kind of weakened down my Vaporeon, which also my Vaporeon couldn't touch Volcanion because I wasn't toxic. I should have been toxic instead of Heal Bell, and I could have like wish spammed him, but I mean, it is what it is. So unfortunately, I have to kind of pick a sack here, and I decided to sack off Torn. Because he actually goes for a Flame Charge. And I have to let my Torn go down, and I actually thought here I kind of just lost the battle to Volcanion. But fortunately, I live a Fire Blast at 14 health. I get the Thunderbolt off, I kill Volcanion, and that is it. So now he brings in his Celesteela, and I don't know why he brought Celesteela and not Heliolisk, because Thunderbolt would have done a lot. But so I Glare and I Thunderbolt, which almost kills him, as he decides to just go for a Flash Cannon. And I get to kill him. I don't actually know what the Celesteela was. If I can remember, I'll probably post the paste in my description, although I always say that and I just don't do it anyways. So I decided to bring in Deoxys so I can Nightshade and kill him, as he goes into Mew, and he actually taunts me, which I am Mental Herb because I know DJ, I know he's gonna run like Taunt Mew and like set up everything, so I had to bring like Taunt Deoxys. As he goes into Blissey, as I click Nightshade, and I think here is when I should have went into like Scissor and Mega Evolve and just click U-turn, but that was kind of a throw onto me as I click Taunt onto Dio, or onto Blissey. He goes into Diancie, and I think I went Vaporeon. That's kind of weird. I think I just want to get my wish up, and then he actually decides to taunt me, but I just wanted to Scald because I wanted to like Scald Burn him. I wasn't sure what he was gonna do. So I go into Scissor as he Cosmic Powers, which really scares me. But I know he kind of has to keep clicking Taunt because he doesn't want Scissor setting up a Swords Dance. He doesn't want Vaporeon to haze him. He doesn't want Deoxys to taunt him back. So he is kind of forced to like keep clicking Taunt. As now he's actually forced into a Roost, so I go Deoxys, just to kind of Nightshade. But I figure since that's not doing too much, I'm just gonna go into Scissor and just keep clicking U-turn, and then into like Vaporeon. And my only hope here to win this is to actually crit him, unfortunately for me. But I think at some point I figure out that I can try to win the battle off of Scald Burning him to the point where his Body Press isn't gonna do too much to me, and I could likely saw him out. Actually, I don't think I did a single calc in this battle except for like Helios versus Spectre, because I want to see if Spectre's Dark Pulse killed me, but it didn't. I think here, is this when I finally just get the Scald Burn? No. For whatever reason, I keep just switching out and U-turning, but the battle is, this is pretty much the battle at this point. It's just trying to break Mew. If I can crit him, I win. If I can't crit him before he crits me, I lose. I did finally get the Scald Burn though, which I figured was kind of my win con at this point, was the Scald Burn and hope one of my U-turns just kills him. As he sets up more and I end up critting Mew. And that is the game, because at this point he could go Diancie, I can just go Vaporeon and spam Scald Haze, and he really can't do anything about it. And then if he goes into Blissey, I can wish into Scissor, and when Scissor comes in, Scissor bullet punches the Diancie, and then Diancie dies, and then Blissey eventually runs out of soft boiled or whatever it does, and Scissor ends up winning the battle anyways, so DJ just decides to forfeit. Although in my opinion he should have just spammed like Calm Mind and Toxic on Scissor and just kind of let me win, but I mean, I'll take what I can take, honestly. And some point, if Poyon got PP stalled from Wussy, as long as I can click Heal Bell into Deoxys should kind of just win if I can taunt him. But unfortunately, that's not what happens, and we win the game. GG's to DJ. Honestly, it still hasn't really occurred to me that I won a finals game. The build up to me actually finally winning the game like this in 2 years of my draft league experience, just like I expected it to be. I expected it to feel a lot bigger, but considering it was my league and the skill ceiling wasn't super high, it just didn't really feel like super real. It's still obviously a big deal, and it'll probably come to me like soon. This just doesn't really feel right to me. It feels kind of like a dream. Not to underestimate like any of my opponents at all. It just I know a few people weren't taking the league too seriously, especially in the upper division. Not to say that everyone was. It just the fact that some of them were made me feel like possibly not everyone really was, and especially I mean DJ's teams are just so weird. I think part of the reason is because I was facing DJ, and his teams are just he drafts like Mew and like quadruple weather and like Regieleki and stuff like that. I mean, he didn't really do that here because he was a replacement coach, and he just kind of had to work with the scraps he had. But he made his team work, and he came back pretty well. And he played really well this whole season. The thing with DJ is that his teams just like he doesn't run anything normal ever. Which I can respect, because that is what Draft League is all about. And if you can find a way to make stupid sets work, like his Mew set, his Volcanion set, Hyper Beam Spectre, I don't know what a Celesteal is doing, but Celesteal always does stupid crap. Calm Mind Diancie, like, he always brings heat whenever possible, and if you know he's gonna bring the heat, bring taunt on like everything, which is what I did. Oh, that's the other move Torn had. Torn had taunt because I was scared of everything setting up on my ass. But yeah, GG's to DJ. Can't wait to see what happens next season. Hopefully next season will be a lot bigger, more expansive, and more people take it seriously, because I do want SDS to grow to be like a pretty big league. And obviously I want people to have fun more than anything, but I also want people to have fun while also trying to like improve. So that's what it's about. It's having fun, being the best you can be. And I think DJ embodies what I want from this type of league, is having fun. You can still meme, but like if you know if a meme's gonna work, do it. I think that's what Draft League is about. And yeah, I know I've been rambling for like a few minutes, but thank you guys for everyone who stuck around. It's just kind of surreal to me that I finally have a chip in my pocket, especially with a team like mine. Like after I think week 8, when I've lost like 4 battles in a row, I was like, man, this team's a team where if I get crit, I just lose. But once I figured that out and I started playing more offensively, even with some defensive pieces, if I played offensively and I built my win cons first and built around my win cons, I was able to start winning more games. And I think having that realization is kind of what won me the chip. I'm not going to say it's not deserved, but yeah, it's just kind of surreal to me. I even kind of woke up one night, it's like, was that a dream? Because there's like matches where you focus on them for so long that you start having like dreams about like sets you're gonna bring and like what you're gonna do. Um, I had a similar dream like this for my round one playoffs versus Circle, because I thought that was a matchup I was just not gonna win. And like I think my set was like belly drums like chestnut with like rock slide drain punch, and then I woke up and I looked at his team. I was like, oh, that's not working. That's just not gonna work. Um, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Um, Unfortunately, I decided to not play in our off season, but that's not gonna stop me from cheering you guys on. Um, Thank you for everyone who watched. Thank you for everyone who took part in SDS. Thank you for everyone that tried to schedule and play games, have fun. That's really all I can ask for, and I feel blessed to have the people I do in this community. It's a really great community. If anyone random watching wants to come in, we accept new people. Obviously, the community wants to expand and be the biggest it can be, the best it can be, and I'm just gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching for like the 80th time. I will see you guys later. I'm still gonna be uploading EDC. I know I'm like way behind on EDC, but that's just kind of how it is right now. I'll figure that out later, and I'll see you guys later.